So 9.3, circles. We are going to write equations and find the center and the radius. Okay, so a circle is the set of all points in a plane that are equidistant. What does equidistant mean? Exactly. Yeah, you guys are pretty smart. You must have good English teachers. Okay, equidistant from a given point in a plane called the center. So all points on a circle are equal distance from the center. Okay. A radius is any segment whose endpoints are the center and the point on the circle. Okay. The equation of a circle in descriptive or vertex form is written like this. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. Yes, you will have it memorized.
Is there a song for it? Or?
No, there is not a song for it. But if any of you would like to make one up and sing it next time, that would be wonderful. Okay, so anyways, this should be similar. If you notice, this is very similar to the parabola, and that we have h and we have k. Do you guys see that? Okay? The difference is there's an r because there's a radius in a circle, and there's not a radius in a parabola. Okay, the center of a circle, whatever is in parentheses, you would set it equal to 0 and it always comes out as the opposite. So in this one, our x and y's are both in parentheses, which means when they come out, both of them will end up being the opposite. So the center is h comma k, which is also similar to our vertex in the parabola. Okay? And then the radius is just r. It's not r squared. So what you have to remember when you have your equation of a circle, in order to find your radius, you have to take the square root of that n number. Yes? Okay. So, example 1. Give the center and the radius of this circle. Is there anything being added with the x? No. Is there anything being added with the y? So what do you think your center is? 0, 0. Your radius is always the square root of the end number. So the square root of 36, because this is saying r squared is 36, so we'd go square root of r, square root of 36, so therefore r equals 6. So our radius is 6. So when you graph this, you start with your center, and you make your point at the center. Once you have your center, then you're going to go whatever the radius is out in 4 different directions. So we're going to go out 6 in all 4 directions. And then you're just going to make your circle. And that's it. So circles are pretty tough. Just kidding. Okay, moving on. Example 2. What would be your center for this circle? Incorrect. 3 for x and -4 for the y. Also notice that the x value of the vertex is with the x. The y value, or sorry, this isn't the vertex, center. The x value of the center is with the x. The y value of the center is with the y. And remember, whatever's in parentheses, it becomes the opposite because you'd set it equal to 0, solve for that value. Okay, what is my radius going to be for this problem? 4 is correct. So this one's going to look slightly different because it's not starting at 0, 0. So you're going to go right 1, 2, 3 and down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now this is my center. So from this point, I'm going 4 in each direction. So I'm going up 4, right 4, down 4, and left 4. And then we make our circle. Questions? No? Okay, example 3. What is the center going to be on this one?
0, negative.
Very good. Since there's nothing with the x squared, it's just 0 for our x. And then the y is the opposite, which makes it negative 3. Now, r squared on this one is 1 over 25. When we take the square root of both sides, you're taking the square root of 1 and also the square root of 25. So r equals what?
Negative.
1 over 5. So, this one didn't ask us to sketch it, but if we were to sketch it, let's go ahead and do this real quick so you guys can make sure you understand. We'd go 0, down, 1, 2, 3. There's my center. My radius is 1/5. Is 1/5 1? No, it's smaller than 1, right? So you would just go like a little bit in each direction. It's not 1. It would just be really tiny little circle there. Okay? Questions? All right, let's move on. Okay, on all these next examples, you're not sketching them. They just want to know the center and the radius here. Okay, so for the circle, we can't have any numbers in front. See how these numbers match? If the numbers match in front, you know it's a circle, but you want to get rid of those numbers. So what could I do to get rid of those numbers in front? Good, we're going to divide every single term in the equation by 2 in order to get rid of it. So we get x minus 3 squared plus y squared equals what? 16. So now what is my center? 3 comma 0, and what is my radius? 4. Okay, example 5, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to pull some popsicle sticks. The first person that I call, I want you to tell me what is the first step you would do on this problem. Diego. Very good. Divide every single term in the equation by 4. When I do that, I get x squared plus y plus 3 squared equals, and 24 minus 4 is what? 6, right? 24 divided by 4. Okay. Okay, what is my center? Not here. Hannah, what's my center? What's with the x? 0. And then when we set that equal to 0, it ends up becoming negative 3. That is my center. Who thinks they know what the radius is? Radical 6 is correct. It's just root 6. I can't simplify it or anything. It's just root 6. If you had to graph this, I would plug it into my calculator, and let's just show you real quick. So I'd put square root of 6 equals, and it's about 2.5. So then I just go 2.5 in all directions. Does that make sense? So you would just approximate. All right, example 6. Write the equation of a circle with the following center and radius. So we are going to have what? X what? X minus 3 squared, because we know it comes out and becomes the opposite. Plus, it's going to be what? Y minus 4 squared equals, and we always square our radius, which makes it 36. That is my equation. Okay, I'm going to give you about 20 seconds to do example 7 on your own. Okay, for a popsicle stick, I want someone to tell me what the x part of the equation is going to be. Ranveer. So I'd write that as what? Very good. X minus 2 squared. Is it plus or minus in the middle here? Plus. Okay. The y equation is going to be written as what, Julia? Good. Y plus 1 squared equals, and then my radius at the end, my r squared is going to be what, Alexis? 3. Because when I square square root, it just becomes the number inside, right? So that's it. That's my equation. Okay, example 8. Write the equation of a circle with the following center and radius. So what is my x going to be? X plus 5 squared is correct. Now y is 0, so how am I going to write that? Very good. Plus y squared equals. Now, 2 root 3. We need to square that. What does it end up becoming?
12.
Very good. 12. Does everybody know how we got 12? We square the 2, which is 4, times we square root 3, which becomes 3. And 4 times 3 makes 12. And that's my equation. Okay. Example 9. Write the equation of the circle that would result if this circle translated 2 units down and 3 units right. So start here. This is our starting point. What is my center on that? Okay, so I always suggest drawing a picture. Okay, this center is 0, 0. So I'm going to make a point at 0, 0. Now I'm going to make a new point to where this is going to translate. And it says that it's going 2 units down. So from here I'm going 2 down and 3 right. 1, 2, 3 right. 2 down, 3 right. This right here is my new center. Okay, what is that new center? What is that ordered pair? 3 comma negative 2. So now I need to take this information and plug it into this equation. So how will I end up writing my new equation?
X minus 3
X
squared.
minus 3 squared.
Y plus 2.
Good. Plus y plus 2 squared equals 9. Because you're still going to have that same value. It's just shifting it. Okay? So that's my answer. Do you guys want to ask me some questions about that? Okay. 10. I'm going to give you a minute to try it on your own. When you get the answer, raise your hand. I'll come check it. Okay, it should have, I didn't make it around, I'm sorry. It should have been x minus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 9. So let's check it out. What is my original center here? Negative 3, positive 2. Okay, so let's make our little graph. I'm going to go negative 3, positive 2. Here's my point. That's my original center. Okay? Now it says it's translated 1 unit down. So we're going 1 unit down and 4 right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's my new center. What is that center? Is 1, 1. So now we're taking that and plugging it into our equation here and here. So my equation will be what? X minus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 9. Those of you that didn't get the right answer, do you see what happened? Yeah? Okay. Last one. Identify the following as a circle, parabola, or neither. Okay, first of all, we know that a parabola has a 1 squared term. Which one of these has 1 squared term? A. A is a parabola. Okay, a circle has how many squared terms? 2. But the numbers in front have to be the same because we'd end up dividing by them to get rid of them because you don't want the numbers in front. So if they have the same numbers in front, that means it would end up being a circle. So this is a circle, and this doesn't have any squared terms. What is this actually? Anyone know? It's actually a line. Y equals mx plus b. This is a line, but it's not a circle. It's not a parabola, so we would write neither. Okay?